save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and I'm back with another episode of What the Heck Did I Get Today? And yeah, it's packages. I got three packages here. I'm gonna stop. I got a big one, okay, which the big one is confusing me. I got a big one, and then I got one of these little flat ones here, and then I got one of these over here. So what could they be? Let's stop. I'm gonna do the big one first, because if it's something stupid, then I'm going to be like, okay, well, that's just something stupid. I can't really think of what I ordered that would have been big and fit in a package this big. This is coming from CK Unearthing, from Circuit Arrow, is that Arizona? Or Unearthing. I have no idea. It's kind of heavy. I mean, I at the edge of your seat. I'm a little bit at the edge of my seat. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. All right. All right. So this is. Okay, this is kind of odd. Let me see if I can kind of show you this thing. I'll crack this. I'm gonna have to test it. This would be Blu-ray player number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is Blu-ray player number 11. If you watch this channel, there is a certain Blu-ray player that I live by, okay? I have had my Blu-ray player, and it has the Blu-ray upscaling and everything like that for a while now. And I've never had any issue with it. It's flawless, beautiful. I got no complaints whatsoever. So every time I see a Blu-ray player of the same model show up for $20, I buy it, and that's my thing. So what I have here is the player, and this is a Sony BTP S2500 Blu-ray player. So the guy gave me the Blu-ray player. Well, he didn't give me nothing. I paid $20 plus tax. And power cord. I got some, he gave me some batteries. Of course, we got to get the remote. The remote's in there. And a HDMI cable is in here too. Now, the thing with me is, let's get this very clear here. First of all, if I wanted to be a jerk, like most of the people that sell stuff on eBay are, well, not most of the people. I should have said there are some really nice people there. But let's say the flipper guys, the guys that go to the flea market and then they go buy, let's say, a Blu-ray player for like, they buy like a whole lot of them for like $20, and then they sell them to everybody for $20 a piece. That's not the case here. But it's no use to me without a remote control. And the remote controls, if I wanted to piece this thing out, the remote control goes for like I want to say $10, and then just the HDMI cable will probably be about like another $5 by itself. The player, I could probably get another $25, $30, but that's not. I wanted to buy this for, actually, this is the one I'm going to bring to the preschool. I've reached a point in my life of as a preschool teacher that if I have to watch Disney Plus one more damn time, I'm going to find Mickey Mouse, and I'm going to what's his face? What's that movie there with the Liam Neeson there? I'm going to find him, and I'm going to kill him. You know, one of those things. I can't watch another damn Disney movie, okay? A couple weeks ago, I brought my Blu-ray player, one of my Blu-ray players, into the school. We watched Labyrinth. The kids were, like, mind blown. So I was like, okay, you know what? In a couple weeks, I want to do a all-week movie week. And I want to show them the like the classic TV shows, movies that I watched when I was little. The ones that blew me away. Because when I put Labyrinth in, those kids did not know what to... I told them that it had goblins in it, and it was like the Goblin King and the Goblin. And I explained to them the whole stories about this girl Sarah, she doesn't want to take care of her brother because she wants to do acting and be a princess, this, that, and the other thing. And then next thing you know, the Goblin King takes the brother, and then she's gonna go find the brother. I went through this whole thing with them, and they wanted to see it so bad, but I was like, you know what? It's not streaming anywhere. It's not streaming on anything, and at the school, the only thing we have is Disney Plus. So even if it was streaming on like a Netflix or a Hulu or whatever it is, I can't show it anyway because all we have is Disney Plus. And I'm like, this sucks, okay? So I did bring in my Blu-ray player. We did watch Labyrinth, and those kids were mesmerized. They were astonished. They sat there the whole entire time and just like, I mean, I made popcorn for them, had them all sitting down like a movie theater. You would be amazed. Now, the kids I teach are like between 3 to 5 years old. I brought all my kids to the movies when they were like 5 years old, 4 years old, or whatever. I was just amazed to find out that like people don't take their kids to the movies anymore. Like adults are either afraid to take the kids to the movies, or they don't think they can make it through a movie, an hour and a half movie or whatever it is. All my kids sat. I remember bringing my kids to the movies when they were still in the car seats. We would detach the car seat, we'd bring the car seat into the movie theater, and we put it on the floor with the kids sitting on the floor. That's how movie obsessed I've always been. My kids were like newborns, and they would sit in the movie theaters, not watching movies. They was probably sleeping most of the time, but we would bring them in. So yeah, my kids are about to get a treat because they're gonna be watching some Coraline. They're gonna be watching some Return to Oz. Yeah, the Return, not Wizard of Oz. They're gonna watch Wizard of Oz too, but because we can't find that either. But we're gonna watch Wizard of Oz one day, Return to Oz the next day. Coraline, I got on my list over there. Never Ending Story, I want them to watch. And it's all thanks to a $20 Blu-ray player that now takes the place of that damn Disney Plus. All right. Should I open the other box? No, I'm gonna go with this one next. Okay, so this is flat. If you haven't noticed, you haven't seen. So this is gonna be an autograph of some sort. Because lately I've been collecting autographs. Why, you ask? Because I think I'm reaching. Women have menopause, and men have, what do we have? Nervous breakdowns. What do men get? We get hot flashes. What do we get? We get something. We go through midlife crises. This is one of my midlife crisis items here. Yeah, that's what I'm going through. I'm going through a midlife crisis. If this is what I think it is, and if they boxed it up, I hope they packaged it really nice with a nice little holder and everything. I'm willing to bet it's not. I bet it's one of these things where I have to go get a holder for it because you couldn't even. Maybe they put in a cheap plastic thing. Yeah, they did. I knew it. It was just too good to be true. It was too good to be true. Look at this flimsy little thing there. I got a thick plastic though anyway, so I'm good. I'll put it in thick plastic. This is an autographed Beckett autographed Beckett authenticated autographed picture of one of the greatest heavy metal rock 80s. I don't even know how to describe. Actually, when I described it to my kids, I said this was the, as far as I knew back in the day, this was the only female heavy metal rock head that's what they called me in middle school. I was a rock head, okay? And this was the girl. This was the one. This was the female Ozzy Osbourne. This was the female what was I listening to back in the day? I gotta think of all the back patches that I had. Poison, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, who else I used to have on my back there? Ozzy Osbourne, of course. Iron Maiden. I had the seventh son of a seventh son back patch on there. And then I remember me and my uncle went for a walk one day to, I know you're like, show us what it is already. Calm down. The day that this came out, her cassette tape came out. Sam Kinnison's cassette tape came out when he did the cover of Wild Thing with all of with Slash and Steven Tyler and everybody. So we went there with the intentions to buy both of these things. I wanted to buy her cassette tape, and I wanted to buy the Sam Kinison cassette tape. But then when I got there, the guy gave me the big spiel of how I could not buy the Sam Kinison one because it was parental advisory and I was underage and everything. But here's an autographed picture of Lita Ford. Yes. This was my what's the proper wording for it? I mean, this was the rock goddess of my my childhood. Okay, when back in the this would have been late 80s, early 90s. This was the girl, and the sad thing is I've had tickets to go see her twice already, and the first time we didn't get to go because of COVID. Second time the concert was canceled. I believe she was opening for Alice Cooper, and I've yet to see her perform live. But one of my bucket list things. And this coverage is not gonna cut it. This is garbage. I'm gonna put this in some hard plastic after I'm done. It does have the Beckett certification on the back. We got the Beckett certification on the front, and I was very happy to be able to pick this thing up for under $50. Now, like I said, I think I'm reaching something in my life where I'm having like a little bit of a midlife crisis, and I'm kind of like looking at things that I've always wanted when I was younger, and I never thought I could obtain. Like this I was like an autographed picture of Lita Ford. I always thought was unobtainable, but then as I get older, and now I got a job, and my wife's got a job, and we got we're not rich people, but we could pay it for on PayPal. Yeah, I could pick up something like this and then pay, $10 every other week, and I'm not like dying over here. I'm not starving. Okay, and this isn't exactly the best picture. No, I'm not saying it's not a bad picture, but I'm not saying that this wasn't really the one I really wanted. I wanted the one that I remember when I was a kid with her. She was like wearing like the Kiss Me Deadly outfit or whatever, and she was holding on to the guitar. But those were up to like $120. This one was 40 and change or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it, because you listen, you never know. It just seems to be like as I'm getting older, a lot of my rock legends, they're dying on me. No please, no disrespect to Lita Ford. I don't want nothing to happen to her, but unfortunately, look at David Bowie and like Tom Petty and all the people that I have like were on my. I saw David Bowie live, thank goodness, before he passed away, but I never did get to see Tom Petty, and there was actually a couple of, like even now Phil Collins. Phil Collins is in such terrible shape. Even if he was still performing and they propped him up there in the chair and everything like that, it's heartbreaking. I would have loved to see him in his prime, or performing with Genesis or whatever. And I never had the opportunity to do it. And Lita Ford is one of them bucket list people that I need to see live. I'm gonna have to see her live, and I was happy to get the autograph. It is authentic. It's cool, and it's part of my midlife crisis. Come along with me. Come along with me on my ride.
Oh, that was so stupid. Why'd I do that?
It's a midlife crisis land. This is from Earl Easy from Chosa Vista. Earl Easy. Let's see what. So Earl put this. He put a plastic bag over a box, over a. I thought I was gonna drop that. Over a regular shipping box. Sometimes I question why they do that. I don't know the reasoning behind it, because I'm pretty sure that you could have just shipped it like this, and put the label over here. You know what I mean? That would have been perfectly fine, but for some reason he felt like he needed to put plastic over a shipper box. Okay, I'm with you. We're on a ride here, and in here we have, oh, look at this, two more. So this is empty, and we have two of these things. What could it be? What could it be? Is this two Blu-rays? I hope it's something. I hope it's something like that. I mean, it's definitely a Blu-ray of something. Oh, come on, buddy. Overkill. You just overkilled me, because we went from the big box. Okay, we went from a bag to a box to a little box to a little bag. Okay, and we're still going here. Is this like a magic trick that and the sad thing is I got to go through this again with the next package here, if this is two or whatever. Ah, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to the second box before I even show you what that was there, because you're about ready to see not only midlife crisis, but craziness in its best form. If this is exactly what I think it's gonna be, let's see. It's not. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna explain, and then you're gonna see craziness probably 2 or 3 videos from now. First thing that came out of the box was a copy of the 4K Ultra HD with the digital code of Dune Part 2. Okay? I've never seen Dune Part 2. I didn't care for Dune Part 1. But the only way to get the 4K and the Blu-ray would be to buy this wicked expensive ugly, okay, I'm throwing out the ugly, steelbook of, I don't even know if it's a planet. I don't know if it's a ship. I don't know what the hell is on the cover of this damn steelbook, but it's ugly. Okay, and I did not want it. I wanted the characters. It's this. I think it's this thing right here. Whatever the heck that thing is. I don't even know what it is. I've never seen this movie before, so I don't know what it is. So I did buy this used. So the digital code is gone, and we have inside just the 4K. Now, what I'm saying in the craziness of it all is, I can't have a 4K without a Blu-ray. So maybe about 2 or 3 videos from now, when I finally get it in, which I haven't got it in yet, you're gonna see me unboxing the Blu-ray of the same exact title. Why? Like I said, I gotta be checked. I think I need to go see a doctor and see if there's a problem. There's definitely so. I told my wife the other day. I said, listen, it's I haven't been to the shrink in a long time. It's time for me to go back. It's time for me to go visit the shrink again. I got to go back to counseling. There's something not right with me. Because I'm just constantly. Not only do I buy things, but I'm just sad. Sad. I'm a sad buying Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, physical media, CD, box set buying, toy buying, sad person. Okay, and this stuff gives me like temporary joy, and I think it's causing a problem. So because I was like, okay, so this thing was not cheap. I got to tell you now, even though the digital code is missing, it was still $20 for this thing. Because if I could be going crazy, but because places like Best Buy no longer sell physical media, and Target is no longer selling physical media around here anyway, Walmart is the only place that's selling the physical media, and the prices seem to be going crazy. Now, when I went to go check out the 4K, I believe at Target, Walmart, I'm sorry, I want to say it was like almost $40. And I was like, that's just stupid. That's a stupid price. And then I was like, okay, well, how much is this Blu-ray 4K Steelbook going for? This real ugly 4K Blu-ray Steelbook that I don't really want. What is that going for? $60, $70, $80, $90. I'm like, I'm not paying $60, $70, $80, $90 for an ugly Steelbook just because it has the Blu-ray and the 4K. Number one, I don't like the Steelbook. I don't care for the Steelbook. I don't want a Steelbook. I want the cover art. And I want my Blu-ray and 4K together. So I did what I did. I bought them separately. So the Blu-ray will be coming in pretty soon. And you could comment below. I did hear, because I will tell you, the original Dune I enjoyed somewhat, okay? But then when they did the remake, and I hate when they do remakes and they just hand the script over, which is not even a remake, it's totally a redone. And they hand the script over and they have the actors just reenact everything word for word. It's almost like I'm watching the same exact movie that I was watching years ago that was already good, so why are you trying to redo it? But I did hear that part 2 had a better storyline than the original remake one. Does that make sense? And then the next thing, I was at Walmart a couple, 2-3 weeks ago, whatever, and I saw this here, and it said from and I don't know if I'm setting myself up for a massive disappointment or whatever, but this is from the makers. See, what happened was when I read it, I totally bypassed the front of this thing because it says from the makers of Five Nights at Freddy's and Megan. All I saw was and Megan, and I was like, oh, something made. The people from Megan made something. It's a Blumhouse release or Blumhouse release, which they always do great stuff. And it's called Imaginary. Kill a Bear. I don't know. I saw the bear. I saw Megan. I saw $14.90 at No. I saw $19. I saw $20 at Walmart. And then I found this thing on, I'm actually standing there right in the store, and I scanned the back of this thing, and on eBay, they had it for $14. I believe it's 14 and change. I do not believe that this has the digital in it. No digital. But I do get the 4K and, not the 4K, sorry, the Blu-ray and the DVD, which is very, very rare nowadays. So usually you don't get the Blu-ray and the DVD together in the same packaging. Now, you can comment below. Please tell me this is going to be better than Five Nights at Freddy's, because I hated that movie. I hated that movie so bad. It sucked. It was like pulling teeth. I would rather go to the dentist. I would rather get a circumcision on top of my other circumcision in order to not have to watch that Five Nights at Freddy movie again. I thought that movie was total garbage. I absolutely hated it. I had people comment saying that they loved it, they liked it. It's because you didn't understand the movie, you never played the game. You know, listen, I don't watch movies in order to understand games. Okay, I watch movies because I enjoy movies. And the fact that Five Nights at Freddy's has so many flashbacks and flash forwards and flash mediums and flash ups and flash downs, I don't even know what was going on at the time. And I'm watching the kid from the Hunger Games, and I'm like, wow, remember when you used to be a good actor? Remember when you were on Hunger Games and like people were actually watching you and they were enjoying you, and now I'm watching you now, and I'm like, please make it go away, make it all go away. So yeah, when I saw this, well, that was terrible. I'm getting post nasal drip, or allergies, probably allergies with the weather. the heat and then the cold and the heat and the cold. Yeah, when I saw this, I saw Megan. I was like, okay, Makers of Megan, I'm gonna buy it. And the Blu-ray for this will be coming in the mail pretty dang soon. And yeah, I got a autographed picture of one of. I mean, you could comment below on that one. I know a few people are gonna say, well, you know, this Hot, you know, this Hot that was out there back in the 80s or whatever. And I'm trying to think of the girl groups that girl bands or girl groups. I mean, but I totally followed like Lita Ford since the Runaways. When she was in the Runaways, and then she started doing her solo stuff, and I just kept following her. And I was more of a Lita Ford fan than I was a Joan Jett fan. And when she did that duet with Ozzy Osbourne, and Ozzy Osbourne was so huge. Matter of fact, I believe the same year that around the same time that she put out her, it wasn't even her debut album. She had other albums before that, but this was her big album because it had Kiss Me Deadly on, and it had Close My Eyes Forever. But when that album came out, I believe Ozzy put out No Rest for the Wicked. I know Seventh Son of a Seventh Son was coming out by Iron Maiden, because I know I was there to pick up that one. And yeah, Sam Kinnison's Have You Seen Me Lately? If I remember that, is that the correct name? Look at me remembering things. I believe it was Have You Seen Me Lately. Had a picture of a young Sam Kinison on it, and I bought it specifically for that Wild Thing remake that he did with all of the rock legends. And come to find out, that was the only song on the thing. The rest was his stand-up comedy thing, which I got to tell you was phenomenal. Top 10 comedy albums I've ever heard of in my life. I mean, laughing from beginning to end. Matter of fact, I think out of all of his comedy albums, that was his best. That was Sam at his absolute best. Unfortunately, I did not get it that day, but I did drag a person that was over 18 after the fact to go get it for me, and I did get it later on that day. So yeah, I did get my Sam Kinison. It was one of those hidden under my bed ones there, so my father wouldn't come in, because my father every once in a while like to knock on the door and be like, hey, I was just watching 2020, and they're talking about cassette tapes that you're not supposed to own, and he'd always break down the list. You got any 2 Live Crew in your house here? You got any 2 Live Crew over here? And he's looking around the room, and I'm like, no, Dad, no, 2 Live Crew over here. He's like, you got any Andrew Dice Clay over here? I'm like, no, Dad, no Andrew Dice Clay over here. You got any Sam Kinison over here? I'm like, no, Dad, no Sam Kinison. You got that Eddie Murphy comedian or Eddie Murphy delirious in this room somewhere? I'm like, no, got none of that. And then as soon as you leave the room, underneath the bed frame there, all my cassette tapes, I put one in. I'm like, Sam, Dice Man, Eddie, Goonie Goo Goo. That's what I gotta say, Goonie Goo Goo. And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you later. You should have saved me some.